Alright everyone, welcome to Star Wars Battlefront. Will it fail? Now guys, this video, I'm even making it because people says probably, Star Wars Battlefront, how can it fail? But if you've never looked into the game, if you haven't heard any of the news, if you haven't really looked for the news about the game, what the game offers, and all of that stuff, you will see why I'm making this video right here. I've got a list already prepared, guys, talking about every little thing that this game will offer for us when it comes out. And if you are a fan of Star Wars, I am a huge fan. Just hear the video, hear what I'm saying, because some of this stuff is very messed up. And from a game such as Battlefront, it's really wrong of what they're doing to the game. And it's like, why are they doing some of these things? So the stuff really ain't spoilers, just talking about what the game offers, because there's really nothing else I can't really spoil about the game. It's a game. You can't really spoil much about this game, guys, and you'll see me or hear me in a second of what I'll be talking about. I already got the list prepared, so let's go right to the first thing. So number one, guys, is Galactic Conquest. Now, this has been in Battlefront, I think, since the beginning. I think Star Wars Battlefront 1 had it. I am not for sure. It's been so long since I played that game. But this, Galactic Conquest, is a huge game mode for Battlefront. This was in Battlefront 2. This was in Elite Squadron. Those are the games I know. These are in tons of Battlefront games. Empire at War, I just played that last week. But if you don't know what Galactic Conquest is, this is where, let's say you're the Rebels or the Empire. You will then go up against the enemy. If you're the Empire, you go up against Rebels, and the other way around, or anything versus. That's how Galactic Conquest goes. You have your set planets. You got the whole galaxy. You start off with like your capital planets. You already have some armies trained up. Each planet you can have space stations, your ground base, what you're doing. The enemy team has their planets. Then there's neutral planets in the center. Huge galaxy. Your goal is to train up armies, space combat, all this epic stuff. Build your bases, build your planets up, and go and capture the galaxy, taking planet after planet. You've got space combat, then you got ground combat, all in one. It's one of the coolest game modes ever, because it's fun. It's like one of those games where it's like, here's the galaxy, go have fun, go capture it. That's what Galactic Conquest is. And Battlefront, guys, does not have it. This was a huge disappointment to me, because this was one of the big game modes that's made specifically for Battlefront, And if you haven't played Galactic Conquest, go download a game called Empire at War. It has a great representation of it. Or Star Wars Battlefront 2. Those are the two games that I would recommend to you downloading and trying out. But guys, this is a huge disappointment, because this is a huge game mode. And why they don't have it here, I don't know. I would never know, because this is just a huge thing. And it's cool, it's fun, it's awesome. Look it up, look videos up on it, and you will see what I'm talking about, how cool it is, how awesome it is, how huge scale it is. So that's number one of the list, guys. No Galactic Conquest in Battlefront. The next thing, guys, number two, is the story. There is none. There's no single player. There is not one bit of single player within Star Wars Battlefront at all. There's none. There's nothing. There's no anything like that in the game. The game is only online. Yeah, there we go. It's only online. I think this is where they're still confusing me. There's no single player. There's nothing like that. But they did say some little things, which I don't really even know what they're even saying about some of this. Is there bots? Is there not? Is there offline? I don't think there is, because everything that's pointed to the game itself is online only. So first off, no single player, nothing like that. So you're paying $60 for online multiplayer game only. So that's a huge disappointment to me, because single player is a cool thing to have. Even something offline, guys, for a game as this big for that much, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't understand it. I really don't. But there's no story, there's nothing for offline people who just wants to play on their own. You don't get to whatsoever. It's a huge blow in my, what do you call it, in my mind, and it really is in that right there. So I will go back. I have a huge list of things, guys, so I'm going to go over each one. Those are 2, 3 things, whatever. I don't even know, guys. I'm just going to go to the next thing, and this is the amount of players. Now, guys, Star Wars Battlefront 2 on every game mode had 32v32. Star Wars Battlefront, now that Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out in 2005. Hear me, guys, 2005. Star Wars Battlefront, the new one, comes out in 2015, this year. Guess what the maximum number of players is only on one game mode? 20v20. The rest of them is less. 20v20 is a maximum number for a Star Wars Battlefront game. It's crazy. It's actually just crazy. What were they thinking? You know, this it always has the argument of the graphics should be better. Over here, the detail, you know, not as many things running around, players, the online could be better. No. 2005, 32v32. This is 2015, next-gen systems, even PC, all this stuff. You can have up to probably 125 versus 125. A game called Mag came out years ago. It had that many players in it. Huge, no lag, nothing. The graphics are good, vehicles, all that stuff. And that was years ago. This is, to me, a huge, huge disappointment. Also, because, guys, all these things, these are already confirmed. These ain't makeup. This ain't, what do you call it, just put there. This is stuff confirmed by the dev, EA, DICE, Lucasfilm, all that stuff, you know, Star Wars stuff. It's already confirmed. And that, to me, is a huge disappointment of the Star Wars Battlefront game. Not having that many players, only one game mode, guys. Come on. That's kind of messed up. For only one game mode out of a huge game that does not have no story, no single player, no Galactic Conquest, for only 20v20. It better be good, the gameplay. That's what I'm trying to say right now. And also, guys, before I actually move forward, I have one more thing I'm going to talk about before I move on to the next subject. Is the number of maps. You ready? You ready for this, guys? There's 4 planets, 8 maps. Total. That's it. That's all you get. You got 4 planets at the start of the game, and each planet has 2 maps. That's it. Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005, guys. Here we go. Hear me now. They had over 16 planets and over 33 maps, single player, plus 4 DLC maps, and the DLC only cost $5. Guess what? They've already have 5 planned DLC for Star Wars Battlefront, and each one's probably going to be $15 to $20 each. What is that? What is that beyond reason of a doubt? 8 maps out of an online-only game. No Galactic Conquest. No, nothing. Is my mic? I think it is, maybe. There we go. It's back. There we go. It's back. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, this one thing about my camera I've got, it messes up all the time. It freezes. Hopefully it didn't mess it up. If it did, it's working pretty fine right now. But what was I talking about? Yes, the maps. Guys, that is, to me, the worst possible thing they could have done to the Battlefront series. 8 maps, no single player, no Galactic Conquest, only online. To me, that's just being lazy. In my mind, it's not the graphics, it's not the time. They had time. This, from how big Star Wars is, they could have thrown in 100 planets and been fine with it. You know what I mean? So this, to me, is just a huge disappointment because it's basically just a paywall right now. There's no story. You get 8 maps. Guess what? If you want the other 5 DLC, you gotta pay $20 each or $15, whatever they decide on that. So to me, that's a huge just blow in the for the Star Wars community for that. Now I'm gonna talk about this next subject is people who's actually seen the gameplay. Now, guys, they're saying the game looks fun. They say it feels like Destiny when you're driving around. They said it feels looks like Battlefield in some areas with Star Wars implemented and all that stuff. I mean, that looks pretty cool. You know, that the gameplay, it looks amazing. They say it looks amazing, but I have to see it first. So really, till then, all these people who are saying stuff about it, I can't really believe them. I can't. I have to see it for myself unless they put it on the internet. Battlefront, then once they release gameplay, actual gameplay, then I'll believe it. But till then, it's from here. It's just say so, or payoff, if you get what I'm saying. So what people saying about gameplay right now, I would not really hear it that much, because until you see it for yourself, it really is just hearsay. So the gameplay, what I'm talking about, guys, is they're saying it looks good, and they're saying that the maps is very linear. One person said that, and they said it's very straight lined. So I don't know. I really don't know. But the next thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is the, what do you call it? The playable eras. Now, in Star Wars Battlefront 2015, you can only play in the, what do you call it? The Rebels versus the Empire. You don't got the Republic, the droids, all that stuff. You don't got none of that. You don't got the Clone Wars in this. In the other games, you've always had that. So this was, to me, it wasn't as big as the other things, but this is still pretty big. It's like, why not have these different eras within Battlefront? Why not have the Clone Wars? Why not have even more? You know what I mean? There's so many different wars within the Star Wars universe that you could really do some cool things with it and have some cool characters, but they don't. And this ain't as big, but this is still pretty messed up in my mind, because they should have had at least more places, more eras, more just types of people, and without the story, without all this stuff, I mean, it is pretty messed up. Sorry guys, my voice, I think I'm getting cold or something, because my voice has been scratchy, really sore lately, so my voice is a little off right now. I am sorry about that. Might cough pretty soon, so just wait for that, guys. Wow. Where is it? Okay. Here is where I don't like it whatsoever. Let's say the infantry types, the different types of characters. Hear me now, guys. There is none. None. There is no types. There is no set characters whatsoever. One character, every type of character, is just skins. You choose whatever you want for that said character. So basically, there is no engineer. There is no sniper. There is no scout or... sorry, guys. Man. Once you get talking about it, just does that. But there's none of that. There is no scout, infantry, engineer, medic. There's none whatsoever. There's no heavy guy. There's none of that within the game. It's all one class. It's only one type, which is you. You choose the weapon, which is, to me, very bad. People's going to choose the best stuff and just roll with it. That's what they're going to do. There's not going to be person healing. There's not going to be none of this. You're going to choose the best loadout and just roll with it. And this is, to me, just a bad idea. It's like, why would they do this? You know what I mean? Like, so many things on this list from Battlefront's perspective, it's like, why? First off, the different character classes and stuff, that's pretty messed up. Infantry types, it's pretty bad, because people will just go to the most overpowered stuff and just use it, because there's no need for the other things, because why would there be? Because they're not making you choose like this set or this set, this set or this set. That's pretty messed up. And from right now, guys, there's only confirmed 2 heroes in the game. Only 2. This is it. 2 characters. This is a lot of rumors going around that there will be only 2 characters. One Darth Vader, and I still don't know the other one, but this is what's being confirmed by many people. So I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully there's a lot more, but as of right now, guys, there's only 2 confirmed heroes, and rumors going on, and that's it. So, guys, I really don't know. And also, guys, another thing that I will... oh, wow. Wow, this is this is going to be an earlier thing. But another thing on the list, guys, is space battles. There is none. Space battles is obsolete. They put them into Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it was an awesome thing, an amazing game type. You're in space, flying around spaceships. You have to destroy the enemy ships. You can board them. It's so cool. It's an awesome thing. It's not in Battlefront of 2015, though it was here 10 years ago. Okay, guys, that is messed up. Messed up. I'm giving you these things, guys, because all this stuff is already confirmed. This is going to be the game. So this is what I'm saying. Why this will it fail? Because right now the possibilities of it is endless. Man, I hate talking for a while. I got coughing. I should really cut my videos. I should start doing that. Cut them half and half, maybe when I get better at this stuff. But space battles, there aren't going to be none whatsoever. There's going to be none. Space battles. What I was hoping for is that you got land, sea, space. You got all this stuff. Seamless interaction between all of it. You know, have giant fleets of ships just battling each other. And guess what? There's none. There's none whatsoever. And this is a huge, huge disappointment to me that there's not any. And what they could have did would be incredible stuff, but they just didn't. And it really is messed up between no space battles, no campaign, no Galactic Conquest, no instant action, which is just a cool little game where you can just choose your planet, choose your characters. None of that, guys. I mean, all this stuff. Oh, and only AI players, you know, computer players. There's only one game mode that has them out of the whole game. And guys, this is gonna be pretty messed up. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be really the stuff that this game is offering is hardly any of what the game 10 years ago offered. 8 maps, 20v20, and 1 game mode. No space battles. And guess what? For the modding community, this game is non-moddable. You cannot mod it unless you can hack it somehow. DLC, 5 planned DLC for this one. Campaign, none. Galactic Conquest, none. Instant access, instant action, none. Infantry types between different characters, there's none. You just pick the best and just go with it. Vehicle types, there's only been confirmed. Oh, this is actually a big thing. Ooh, I forgot about this. Man, I keep forgetting about stuff in the list, but the vehicle types, guys. Let's say, man, I'm sorry. Okay, so in 2005, Battlefront 2, there's over 37 types of playable vehicles. In this game, there's only been confirmed 3 or 4. And you know the big walker? I call it the walker. The one, you know, it was on Hoth, you know, the big walker. I think it's the ATST? ATTT? I don't know what it is. It's something like that. The big walker. You can only play as him on one game mode. One game mode. And that is Defend the Walker. You don't even get to play as him, I don't think. I think he's just on a track, and you have to defend him. You probably have turns on him and stuff that you can hop into, but you cannot control him. And the rest of the vehicles, like speeders, you can play as that. Probably a little tank here and there. Probably stuff like that. That's it. So, guys, as for vehicles themselves, this is pretty messed up overall for many things. Because it's like they took a game that should have had every single thing on this list, plus 5 times more. Because it is 2015, next gen, new, improved, big, huge game. And this is what they give us. To me, it's a disappointment from Battlefront's perspective, or just in a Star Wars community. I mean, it's pretty messed up. So I don't know what's going to be going on. AI players, only 1 game mode. Playable eras, only in Classic, which is the Empire and the Republic, or the, not the Republic, Rebels. And this was funny. The release date. Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out in November 2015. Star Wars Battlefront came out in 2015, November. So, guys, this is gonna be a fun. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so if you're still here, guys, all this stuff is already confirmed by the devs. This is already confirmed by gameplay. This is already confirmed by so many things. So, like, why wouldn't they have campaign? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they have Galactic Conquest? Why not space battles? Why not 64 v 64? Why not these things? I just don't know. Why not 20 planets? Just it doesn't make sense to me why they would do this to Star Wars Battlefront. It doesn't whatsoever. I will buy the game, of course. I will buy probably all the DLCs. It's Star Wars Battlefront, guys. You're gonna buy it. But from what they're giving us, the gameplay better be superb, perfect, the best gameplay, no lag, no glitches, nothing. It better be perfect. If it ain't, this game will be a complete and utter fail on so many levels. Star Wars or not, guys, this is just bad for a game of this caliber. From this hype, from this company, from these people, it's messed up beyond reason. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop some likes down below. Subscribe for more. I mean, this is some big news, guys. And also down, excuse me, I might put in a little picture right here at the end of the video, showing the list that I have, just so you can go over it, pause it, go over all the stuff also. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. And as always, this has been 2x2, and I'll see you next time.